Hello and welcome back to our HIP Roman Restoration campaign. In our last episode we managed to assassinate the Vassalage Sultan, which is kind of a tongue twister, and we declared our, I was going to say penultimate war against them in this particular conquest here, but I think we actually have one more after that, or a little subholding over here. So I guess it would be pre-antepenultimate, if that is the correct term. Either way though, we are doing pretty well in the war. We're up to 71% and we should be able to end it pretty quickly here. After another few sieges, hopefully. And after these two duchies are under our control, we have one more subholding I was looking for in here, and the other one I mentioned over there. So it's 3 wars against the Nafacids and one other one against, I think this is the Bektashi Order that has this, which is all that remains in Tier 4. We have another peasant revolt, which is unfortunate. Shouldn't be too much of an issue though. In fact, we actually have an army raised up here that we can conveniently use to deal with it. Good thing I forgot to disband that, I suppose. And Galicia has a revolt going on. Okay, looks like they've been delayed by some neutral army in there. I think I'll actually not march in there, because if we get there and join this battle, we wouldn't get the war score, though I don't know if we would actually join it since that army's neutral to us. And gain some support somewhere, which I'm not sure where. Speaking of disbanding armies though, we can disband this one. I guess that battle was actually in a different county than I thought it was. So maybe it didn't matter after all. And we're not quite going to catch them. So I guess we'll pursue to the next county over. Also make sure that we have people leading this army. And again, I'm just going to wait before we go in there. Our steward has collected a tithe for us, which is great. And a county was converted, which reminds me that I should probably check on what my ecclesiarch is doing. He's somewhere down here, I think, which is probably already converted. We'll move him over there. Somebody has contracted typhoid fever, which seems honestly like a pretty minor thing after the outbreak of plague that we had. Oh, but our wife has contracted typhoid fever. Maybe she's just being struck down for her infidelity. As long as she doesn't give it to us, I don't mind. In fact, maybe we'll just go ahead and divorce her immediately, just in case that lowers the chance of us catching typhoid fever, getting her out of our courts. Due to her unfaithfulness, the request will not be denied, and will cost nothing. So sure. He grants our request. We do need to get married again. That was our previous wife, okay. We are below our domain size, so we should definitely be concerned about marrying somebody with decent stewardship. Other than that, I don't think we care really at this point about having more children, so the genetic traits are less important. So we'll just choose Marina here, why not? Any other children that we do have are going to be so far down the line of succession as to be pretty much negligible, I guess. I mean, there's an argument to be made that you should choose somebody with good genetic traits anyway, because we could maybe get some strong geniuses hanging around our court to be given useful jobs and stuff. But I think it's okay. Alright, so we won this battle. We will follow the army to Trieste. And get to 100%. And this guy is going to be executed. And we will disband this now. Alright, so we have some more sieges about to finish here. Maybe 3 will be enough to get us the victory here. Let's hope so. Well, bad start. Once upon a time I was a young innocent child. Really cool event picture. Now I'm just a sad old person, so we may become depressed. We're already stressed, so that would be a relatively significant health penalty, but we did not become depressed, so that's okay. My lord sends word of enemy courtiers found at B. Muaskar Tlemcen. We will take them prisoner. We're up to 90%, so hopefully this is worth 10. It is, great. So we'll enforce demands. And we apparently vassalized the Duke in here. Which is strange. But I'll take it, I guess. He's not too happy with me, but we should be able to maybe send him a gift and then demand religious conversion. I guess we'll just let him be in charge. Why don't you just go to wherever you're going to get faster? I think here is probably our best bet. And we'll get started immediately on attempting to kill the Sultan. Unfortunately, he's in hiding, so I imagine we'll have a difficult time with this. Chariot races are scheduled to be held soon at the Hippodrome. 8 charioteers from the traditional blue and green teams will be competing for glory on the track. You may choose to throw your weight behind one of these factions and bet on them in a show of support. Let's support the Blues for 25 gold. Okay, our new vassal converts. That's this guy here. Okay, what else does he have? Seems to have 3 duchy titles. Cordoba, which is in Spain. I'm not sure about this one. Oh, that's here. Well, we can't usurp that, obviously, because he's our vassal. That's fine, though. Maybe he'll take it on himself to conquer some of this land, since he has de jure claims on it. It was close, but the blue team emerged as the winner. After a tense final lap, their triumphant charioteer makes a victory lap to the cheers of the ecstatic crowds. When he passes your seat, he bows his head as a sign of respect and gratitude. I know how to pick a winner. We gain 50 gold and 50 prestige. Sounds good. Alright, so once we have this army disbanded, we can declare a war for the little subholding in here. And we have a peasant revolt. Again. We didn't pick up some kind of revolt risk modifier, did we? I don't think so. So we have raiders sieging us here. And this is the peasant revolt. This is under Carinthia, I believe, so hopefully he should raise troops to deal with it. He has enough, so let's assume that's what's going to happen. Egypt changing their crown laws. So just checking in to make sure on tier 4 here. It's this county, this county, this county, which we're about to get the last holding in, and the other one is Constantinia, which is the one that has this other subholding over here. Okay. So, nothing untoward going on there. Oh, my co-conspirator has bribed a hunter taking the Sultan on a trip into the wilds to quietly dispatch the child and make it look like an accident. So I guess we are being successful here. He's no longer in hiding, which I assume is why. Well, let's wait for this plot before we declare any other wars. Failure, unfortunately, but he kept quiet. Okay. Population of wolves in Tekirdağ has grown to such size that their attacks on livestock, once rare, have increased in number and are damaging the local economy. That's unfortunate. So I'm assuming this is still over 200% and it's probably going to fire again very soon. Actually, though, now that I think about it, there's no real reason to delay this since we can just use our retinue to win it anyway. We're not going to have to disband any troops to declare another war. We'll declare for the holdings in Asfi. We'll go ahead and march in there. Looks like our peasant revolt is indeed taken care of, so we'll enforce demands and execute Hugo here. Alright. Another hunter has been bribed. Let's hope he's more successful. Our grandson Constas here needs educating. Let's give him to our Portuguese despot, if he is available, which he's apparently not. Just give him to you instead. Raiders have arrived over here, which I am just going to ignore. Okay, success. The Sultan is dead, and he kept quiet. So this means we can declare against the Nafazids again immediately. Unfortunately, there's an adult in charge now, so probably won't have as much success killing him, but that's a problem for the future. For now, we'll do the Imperial reconquest here. Let's raise your army. Your army. And you. That should be more than enough, I think. Also have the retinue in the area, so they can help out too. And these 750 strong armies here, I've just noticed, would seem to be event spawn troops. So let's send them up towards the Nafasid capital here. Yeah, I thought they might get caught in that battle. Oh well. Easy come, easy go. Alright, so we have troops in there sieging. This is mountains, but with the numbers involved, we won't have any trouble there. We won't appoint a revolt's leader as commander, so we'll have this guy instead. Yep, that battle was fine. Yeah, no chance of winning this, unfortunately. We'll give patronage to the famous writer who proposes to compose our chronicles. We might become proud. which is okay with me, but it didn't happen. Alright, so 700 or so survived. Hopefully we can extract them. Looks like the Nafacid army is moving here to intercept them, so probably not. Okay, our Ecclesiarch has been successful in his mission already, which fulfills our ambition too. We've gained the Zealous trait, which we already had, so that's fine. We'll just keep taking that ambition. Move our Ecclesiarch to here. So we are going to arrive here first, but I don't think we'll have time to get out before this army gets there. My brother will be encouraged to pursue a church career. Be there on the 7th of April. Yeah, we're definitely not getting out. Not even out of the frying pan into the fire here. Okay. We'll just stay here and accept our fate, or we could just disband this army. That's probably the more sensible option, since otherwise we're just losing war score for no reason. And we can invest in technology, I suppose. Light infantry sounds good. Or town infrastructure, whichever one it was notifying me about. Apparently neither of those. Well, we can't invest in culture tech, so... Not sure why the notification is still there. We do need a new Mystikos. Our Duke of Apsikion is a good candidate for the job, and it's his ambition, so we'll give it to him. We'll have him scheme in the capital, I suppose. Alright, we're about to finish our siege here. That gets us 67%. Release prisoners. So I guess the Bektashi order must have another holding or several elsewhere. This one was Walidia. We have one over here, which I don't really want to go all the way over there and siege that one. This one is even worse. Okay, so all of those are very far afield. I think we'll just sit on the holding that we have and gain ticking war score. We'll send our army here down to the Nafacid capital to fight their army instead. Or actually, we'll just retreat one county away for now, in case they feel inclined to land troops here and we can go fight them instead. My grandson is a charitable little rascal. He just gave his newest toy to the smith's son. Yeah, sounds good. Barracks is complete. Training grounds as well. And our daughter needs a new educator. Give her to the despot of Egypt. She might become Greek. Well, that would actually be a benefit, so that's fine. Alright, looks like we aren't going to be able to fight this army anyway. Although we just gained some more event spawn troops, apparently. Again, right on top of a hostile army, so... not actually much good to us. Though we might actually win this battle. This holding only has a garrison of 1, so I guess we'll assault it. Take a leader, I suppose. And yeah, I guess we'll pursue this army, and then we should be able to assault this one pretty easily too. We'll take more prisoners there. Looks like the Bektashi Order is indeed landing some troops, so that's good. Our Ecclesiarch has accused this guy of heresy. He looks like a fine, upstanding Orthodox Christian to me. Take prisoners there. Our truce with this guy is expiring, but I don't think that's of any interest to us. This Duke is complaining. I guess we'll actually ransom him, since that would be a nice amount of money, except he can't afford it. We'll actually just release him instead then. Get a free increase in our vassal opinion, because we did have one faction that was becoming a little bit large. Okay, so they've landed over 2,000 troops there. We'll go in and attack. And we're about to siege this back. Or not back, but siege it in the first place. Will be worth a little war score. Unfortunately, our army is in a bad spot here. I guess we'll just hold our ground and do what we can, so we have a chance of winning. Did I take leaders away from this? I guess this is more important. Or at least it's a closer battle. Unfortunately, I didn't actually appoint new leaders here, though I guess we have people in charge, so it's okay. And it looks like it's going well even, so that's good. They do have reinforcements coming in, but not enough, and not in time. Alright, so we somehow got to 100 against the Bektashi Order, even though we didn't catch this army? What was that about? No idea. Well, I won't complain. We'll enforce demands. This holding is held by the Count. That's fine. This is our retinue, so we won't be disbanding that. We'll, I suppose, go down and siege some of the Nafacid lands. Why not? So if we follow this army up to here, will we discourage the Zikri uprising from going there? We will, okay. That's good. We can siege the capital as well. We've sieged everything in this county, so I guess we could move that army if we wanted to. I guess we may as well. Alright, and a son was born to our heir. Hopefully with good traits. He's strong at least, so pretty good. You can do better though, I believe in you. Strong and quick would be nice. Alright, well we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to leave it here. We should be able to complete this war against the Nafacids in the next one, and hopefully get the very last holding that we need shortly thereafter. So thanks for watching, and join me again then.